Hello Aquarius, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your bonus reading for the first half of October. We're going to take a look and see what Spirit needs you to know about your connection at this time. General reading, as always, guys, it won't resonate with every single person, so please do take from this reading what makes sense for you and release the rest. If you are interested in your own personal private reading, all of that info is down below, and I will include a link, of course, to all of the decks and creators that you see here today, Aquarius. So let's get right into this. These are the three decks we're going to start things off with for your focus messages. The first is by Mystic Moon, Signs from Spirit Love Oracle, and then we'll grab a message from Lost in Time Oracle by Calico Moon. And this third deck is by Jennifer Aquarius Tarot, the Sacred Ancient Wisdom Oracle. All right, guys, so let's get right into this and let's take a look and see the direction that this goes for you for this bonus reading. And as always, cross watchers and anyone else who's been guided to this reading are welcome to tune in. All right, Aquarius, let's see. Guided to this one. We have nail, crucify. Okay, so this kind of reminds me of that whole, just that final nail in the coffin type vibe, you know? So maybe some of you guys might have hit your limit. You've kind of just been done with a particular situation, especially when it comes to this connection or something else going on in your life. All right, but we'll have to add, of course, other cards to see why that's coming through in that way. So let's add to this. That's the first message from Spirit, that whole nail in the coffin type vibe. And maybe you feel that somebody has crucified you somehow, if that applies. All right, so Lost in Time Oracle for Aquarius. What is your second message? This one is speaking to me. We've got March, out of the cold. Okay, so maybe the month of March means something to some of you guys. And if somebody left you out in the cold, for example, maybe during the month of March, sometime next year, I know that's a good chunk of time from now, there might be some sort of movement towards this connection or reconnection to get you guys out of the cold. All right, so we'll add to that, of course. So let's grab your third focus message here from the Sacred Ancient Wisdom Oracle. Somebody's birthday could be in March also. Could be your person. All right, let's grab this one. Capricorn. All right, so for some of you guys, you're focused on a Capricorn. Business matters. Determined, ambitious. Okay, so this could possibly be describing your person, Aquarius. So we've got the month of March, which is coming through here. So some of you guys might be dealing with a Pisces or Aries as well. So we've got some signs that are coming through here in this reading already for some of you guys. All right, so let's dig a little bit deeper here. What else does Spirit need you to know about your connection at this time? All right, so we're going to start things off with the Mystic Moon Oracles deck. Angels and Spirit Guides, please, for Aquarius, for this bonus reading for the first half of October. Can you guys believe we're already in October? All right, so let's add to this. We have mirroring, okay? So you guys might be on the same page, you both might be thinking the same things, and this mirroring vibe is that mirror soul energy for me, which is a twin flame connection for some of you guys. Twin flames that are in separation are connecting in the fifth dimension. All right, so maybe you know this, maybe you feel this, Aquarius, between you and your person. There's this need for patience also. So whatever is going on here, it's going to take time possibly to fix it. And going back to this reference to March, okay, so we're in October. March is quite a ways from now still. And even Capricorn season, you know, that's latter half of this year, of course, December, January. So if any of those time frames play a role in how things unfold for you and your person, there's patience that's needed here because it's going to take time to create movement to fix what's broken or to help you guys come back together or to at least open up lines of communication where you guys could just sit down and talk about what the challenges are in the relationship. But for now, there's not a whole lot of movement because you guys are at a crossroads. So maybe there's a lot that you're thinking about right now, or your person, they're doing a lot of thinking as well. So that crossroads energy is very similar to like the Two of Swords. There's that stalemate vibe, unable to make a choice. You've got options here, but maybe either yourself, Aquarius, or your person, they're just unable to create movement, to create change here for now, in the 3D world anyway. So in the fifth dimension, that's where things are moving, that's where things are happening. And hopefully you guys can get it out of the 5D and into the 3D. What else, please, for Aquarius? We have fear, okay? I tend to pick up off of masculine energy from this particular card. But, you know, if you feel more feminine energy from that for yourself, then take it for how it makes sense. Could be the masculine who's afraid to reach out or to make a decision. And maybe we've got a feminine here that's just trying to be patient, to wait things out. I'm also feeling for some of you guys, going back to that nail energy, that I feel it more so for my feminines, that maybe you guys had an argument, or that you kind of reached the end of your rope and you weren't able to wait any longer. And there was just something that was decided. And it was that final nail in that coffin type thing where, you know, you were done. And it could be this masculine who's afraid to just face the music, so to speak, to just kind of face what's happened here. So we might have a masculine who's just afraid to create movement, to get things out of the 5D. We have contemplation. Okay, so what I'm feeling here for my masculines is that they've been doing a lot of thinking, afraid to actually implement change and take action. So rather than actually taking that first step to create movement, my masculines, I feel, are just doing a whole lot of thinking and not really doing a whole lot. Compromise could have also been an issue in the partnership. Maybe there wasn't that equal give and take. Maybe there was a lack of compromise between the two of you. You know, maybe you were dealing with a person where it was their way or no way. And that does create that crossroads. That does create a bit of a stalemate sometimes when somebody isn't willing to budge. You know, it's like their way. That's it. There's no compromise. And then we've got fall. All right. So we've got the fall season represented here, which we are in currently. Got that pumpkin right there. So maybe somewhere along the line of around Halloween time, you might hear from this person for some of you guys, or somebody just really loves the fall season. This could also be indicative of the relationship that fell apart. And then we have forgiveness coming in, okay? It could be whoever is afraid to reach out is afraid to ask for forgiveness. It could be that this person is still stuck in their pride and ego that's preventing them from reaching out, Aquarius. So I feel, especially for my feminines tuning in, you might be dealing with a masculine who wants to apologize for whatever happened, but they're very much in their head. They're still thinking of what it is they want to say, what they want to do, but they're kind of self-sabotaging. They're getting in their own way, is what I'm feeling from that. So let's add to this with some additional guidance from the Divine Love Soul Connections deck by Jennifer Aquarius Tarot. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aquarius for this bonus reading for the first half of October. What else does Spirit need you to know about this connection? That it's a strong one, okay? Falling right below mirroring. So some of you guys, it's a strong soul connection, that very strong magnetic pull that you just feel towards this person. What could have been a challenge for some of you guys might be due to this. Somebody had just way too many options. Too many options in love and romance, and possibly made the wrong choice, you know. And that's where we've got this nail that's specified right there. Somebody had enough here. Might have closed the door on this connection. Whoever had enough of dealing with a partner who was just entertaining other people. But it's undeniable, the strong connection still that you guys feel. Even from a distance, clearly you're connecting here in the 5D. And I'm not surprised to see this, okay? Not on speaking terms. You guys are not talking right now. There's no communication going on. And I just kind of feel, and this could be reversed for your situation, this is just my interpretation of it. I kind of feel for my feminines that even though you're not speaking to your masculine, not that you're okay with it, but you're not struggling as far as just waiting for communication. You're trying to work on having patience until you guys are ready to have the opportunity to talk. And it's interesting how we've got not on speaking terms, and then we've got this next card, unspoken words. It says private right there. So there's a lot that you guys want to say to each other, but maybe you're just keeping it inside you for now and just waiting for the opportunity to be able to talk and have that face-to-face interaction. And then we've got putting in the efforts. Okay, it's so needed here, but as you can see, it's falling right below fear. So whoever is in this energy of fear, whether it's masculine or feminine, or both of you, maybe you're both afraid to just reach out and put in equal effort to make this situation work, which is what's keeping you guys at a crossroads. Why there is a stalemate. It's sort of like that tug of war energy where you're both trying to fight your way through this, but there's no movement because you're both pulling on that rope. But look at this. We've got a soul contract here, a very strong connection. Maybe you might have even pictured yourself marrying this person someday. I mean, it's totally possible. And it's falling right below contemplation. So maybe if this person was afraid to commit before, part of this contemplation might actually be a good thing, because what it is perhaps that this masculine is thinking about, I'm feeling, is building a life with the feminine. We're talking proposal of marriage here, long-term commitment, building a life with the feminine. That's just what I'm feeling from my masculines here. And then look at the next card. We've got promises. Okay, so these two cards next to each other, soul contract and promises, that looks pretty amazing. Okay, so this is a part of the journey where you guys are perhaps headed towards once you do open up lines of communication once again. All right, so let's add to this. This is the Pining Rose Tarot by Calico Moon. So let's add some tarot messages here. Aquarius, let's see where this is going to go. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aquarius. What else do we need to know here? What else do we need to know? We've got the Nine of Pentacles. All right, so some of you guys are dealing with an earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. This is somebody who is tapped into being self-sufficient. They are financially independent, and they are abundant in their own right, certainly. The Nine of Pentacles, though, is somebody who is alone. They might be single, or you might be single at this point in time, or your person might be. Obviously, you guys are not together. So this person, if it isn't you, Aquarius, and it's the person that you're focused on for this reading, they could have everything going right in their life, but the one thing that isn't going right is their love life. Their job might be going really well. They might have all this money in the bank and everything's good, but they don't actually have the one thing that means the most to them, which is you, or that love, that very special love in their life. I mean, it's nice to be able to have, our finances in check, our career going well, but something's missing. Something's missing for this person. You guys had a tower moment here, okay? So there was an upheaval between the two of you, something very painful. The tower came down, you know, it was a very chaotic time in this partnership, and I really feel that's what solidified things for some of you. That nail, you know, it's like adding that final nail. I keep saying it, that final nail to the coffin. It's like you sealed it so that you can't open that door again, you know, but that might not actually be the case. This could have also been out of the blue, very unexpected between the two of you. Maybe you guys tried to work this out and you got to the point where you just couldn't anymore. And so the tower came down, drove a wedge between the two of you, created conflict, separations for some people. It could have even been a divorce if you were married to this person, because we do have a soul contract here. So some of you guys were already married to this person. But this could also represent broken promises for some of you. And, you know, maybe that's why we've got this card coming through, the need for forgiveness, if that applies. So a relationship fell apart here. And maybe you guys had to go through that grieving process of the relationship because it came to an end. Whenever a tower moment presents itself, there are lessons for sure that need to be learned, because it's meant to teach you a lesson so that you can avoid future tower moments in your life, you know? So it comes in as a blessing in disguise to really help you move forward in your life, to better your life, make better decisions, certainly when it comes to this connection and love and romance. The interesting thing, you know, for those of you who are tapped into this energy of the Nine of Pentacles, where perhaps your finances are going well, or maybe you know your person is pretty well off, but the tower actually represents financial problems for some people. So what could have happened is that there, at one point in time, things could have been going really well for them financially, and then this tower moment hit, and then everything just went to hell, including their finances. So not only did they lose you, but their finances went, you know, just bottoms up. You know, it didn't work out. Something happened for this person. Maybe they lost their job. Maybe they were laid off. And due to the pandemic, you know, so many businesses closing, they could have been affected by that too. But the one thing I do find from the tower moment that is very positive is that it really gets rid of things from your life that aren't serving a purpose. And when the dust clears, it really gives you a do-over. You know, you can rebuild. This time on a much more solid foundation. And you can take advantage of that energy, not just in your love life, but every aspect of your life, Aquarius. And then we've got the World card coming up next. So there's definitely a cycle that needed to come to completion between you and your person. But what happens when cycles end? It gives you the opportunity to start a new cycle, either with this person or on your own. But there's a potential for a reconnection here. And the tower and the world right next to each other, it's definitely helping you to begin again and to build that strong foundation in this partnership again. So you guys can be happy moving forward. You can still find happiness here in this connection, I feel. And then we've got the Six of Pentacles coming up next. That equal give and take in a partnership is so needed. I feel that was lacking. We've already got the compromise card coming forward here. That was lacking. That needs attention, which is why it's coming through here. So, you know, giving and receiving, that goes both ways in a successful relationship. And I kind of feel things might have been a little bit lopsided between you and your person, Aquarius. Maybe you were giving too much and they were taking too much, or that's the other way around. It was just out of balance. So for you guys to have a very successful reconnection and life together, you have to both put in the same amount of effort and work into the partnership. And that's why we've got this card, putting in the efforts, because this is something that you both need to do. It doesn't just fall on one person, you know. And we've got the Five of Swords. Five of Swords is conflict. tension, feeling defeated. There is this energy of competition. We've got options right here. There was competition for some of you, could have resulted in a third-party situation. So that was part of the problem here for some of you guys. And then we've got the Ace of Cups here, which I'm really happy to see because it starts with you. It starts with them. You both have to come to a place of loving yourself first so that you can fill your own cup of love and being able to love you first so that you can experience the love that you're looking for outside of yourself, so that you guys are coming towards each other as two whole people rather than two broken people. But this is offering you a new beginning here at love when it comes to this connection. But right now, maybe you're losing sleep over this whole thing. You know, this is your own energy here, Aquarius. That Swords energy right there. Anxiety, insomnia, nightmares, fears. Here we are with that Fear card. So if this is the energy that you are in, you can get yourself out of it as well. But that takes time, and that's why patience is involved here. Whoever is in this Nine of Swords vibe, again, I kind of feel it's my masculines, but that could be the feminines too. That's just my interpretation and what my gut is telling me here, that it could be my masculine who's just stressed out and afraid to reach out, just allowing those fears to kind of overwhelm him at night, especially when, you know, somebody's alone and they can't sleep and they're all up in their thoughts. It could be this masculine, but my feminines, this could be you too. Hasn't been an easy journey for either of you. But again, got the World card right here, got the Ace of Cups, we've got the Six of Pentacles. If you guys can just dedicate some equal energy towards this and put in the proper effort, you guys can come out on top when it comes to this partnership. All right, so let's add to this with some messages from the Journey of Love deck. This is by Bridget of Divine Essentials. I have combined both volume 1 and 2, so let's add to this, guys. Let's see what else. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aquarius, for this bonus reading, first half of October. What else does spirit need you to know about your connection? Oh my gosh. Look at this. Okay, would you say yes? Number 35. This could be your person's age for some of you guys, or that number breaks down to an 8. The number 8, August, could mean something to some of you. Insecurity. They're very insecure about the fact that you guys are not together, but they definitely want to build a life with you. We're looking at a proposal of marriage here. Remember, we've got promises. That's indicative of a future wedding for some. The soul contract. Look at that photo. Bride and groom. That's what they want. Okay, and then we've got more rings coming through here. Eternally yours, eternity. They want forever. They want to be able to build forever with you. Aquarius, are you on the same page? And then we have, I just want loyal companionship, number 10, completion. Okay, so we already have the World card coming through with that cycle completion. And I feel whatever happened in the past is in the past. Unless you've invented a time machine, there's no way to go back and change things. It is what it is. And for some of you guys who had to deal with a partner who was entertaining other options and there was infidelity, what you're looking for here is loyalty. And if they can actually put in the effort to bring that to you, then there's a chance that you can have forever with this person. And then look at this next card. We've got I swear it's true. All right, they want to be able to come towards you with the truth and nothing but that, especially if there were lies and secrets that were being kept here. Okay, so now they're ready to come towards you with the truth, and I believe that's an engagement ring right there. Okay, and then we have number 11, the Journey of Love card in the Journey of Love deck, and as you can see on the bottom there, it will result in union. It's beautiful. All right, so let's add to this, guys. Let's see what else is coming through. But they want to be able to have a life long term with you. Aquarius, are you on the same page is the ultimate question here. All right, so let's add to this with some insight from my love, the Sugar and Spice Oracle. A little naughty, a little nice. I've got so many cards that I'm looking at that are surrounding me. All right, let's take a look and see, Aquarius, what comes through for you here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aquarius for this bonus reading. It's so funny when I created this deck and I've gotten messages from people and so many funny comments are like, you know, you make me hungry when I'm looking at these cards. All right, so let's take a look. All right, we have turmeric. Okay, it's picking up off of earth signs. And then we've got cantaloupe. Okay, let me read the turmeric one. Earth signs, so Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. This could be your person. I have a vibrant outlook on love. I may be a bit shy or standoffish at first, but when you get to know me, I'm pretty down to earth and can occasionally be a social butterfly. I've been burned before, so I sometimes hold a grudge and have bitter memories of the past. I'm ready to let it go and concentrate on the future, you and me. You know, and it's true. It's like the past, as I mentioned, it's in the past. Can't do anything about it. And perhaps your person is now ready to really concentrate on the future of what you guys can build together. And for some of you, that can result in a long-term commitment by way of marriage. We also have cantaloupe. Commitment in a relationship is a very important step. I've always pictured us getting married someday, the kind you see in fairy tales. But sometimes making fairy tales come true can be a little expensive. As long as I can spend my life with you, I'm cool. Let's elope instead and go on a kick-ass vacation. All right, so some of you guys would rather have a really nice vacation instead of having a grand wedding. All right, but at the end of the day, this person wants to commit to you, Aquarius. And we do have references to marriage here. Wow. All right, and then we have dragon fruit coming through. Don't compare me to anyone that came before me because I'm unlike anyone else you've ever had the pleasure of meeting. I'm beautiful on the inside, but you'll never know that sweet side of me if I don't let you in. If you want access, you got to have patience. I'm so worth the wait. All right, and we've got patience here. All right, so that could be a statement from the feminine here. Don't compare me to all of these other options that you've got because I'm unlike anyone else that you've ever met. That's basically what that card is referring to. And then we've got molasses coming through also. You can't rush finding it, falling into it, healing from losing it. Love. You can't rush the change of seasons, divine timing. Patience. You can't rush forgiveness, moving on, learning lessons. Growth. Sometimes being slow like molasses is a good thing. A very good thing. Okay, makes sense. References to having patience coming through in this reading. All right, and then last message, espresso. Somebody could be an espresso drinker, really love coffee. I can't stop shaking. I can't sleep. I'm so damn lost without you. I'm anxious, overwhelmed. I can't think straight since you've been gone. Everything has turned upside down in my life. Please come back. My heart can't take it anymore. Okay, and that's really, I feel, what they want to say to you, what they really want to express to you at this point in time, Aquarius. And going back to the Nine of Swords, all right, I can't stop shaking, I can't sleep. This person's having nightmares. They're allowing their fears to get in the way. They can't even think straight. All right, so that's what's presenting itself there. So let's add to this, Aquarius, with some additional guidance from my Heart and Soul Love Oracle deck. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aquarius. All right, what else? What else does Spirit need you to know about your connection right now? We have cozy. Loneliness can feel so cold when we allow ourselves to wallow in that darkness. It's amazing how uplifting and comforting the right person, the right kind of love is. This is how your love makes my heart feel. Warm, loved, cherished, even on the coldest of days. This person loves you, Aquarius. Okay. Everything just kind of falls into place when they're with you. I mean, obviously you guys have hit a bump on the road here, which is why you're not together more than likely, or having some really major challenges in the connection because you guys aren't speaking. But when they tap into the love that you give them, it makes them feel so loved and cherished. We also have maybe. You and I have so many layers to our relationship. The good, the amazing, the wonderful, the intimacy, the funny, the serious, the uncertainty, the boundaries, the goodbyes, the end. Life has many layers too. Maybe someday our connection can bloom into something even more beautiful than what we had to begin with. Just maybe. So it maybe not be over, Aquarius, if you're both willing to give this another try. All right? The next card is steps. I've been hurt so many times by people, by love, by hopes and dreams that never came to be. I could stay where I'm comfortable, confined within my own walls, so I'll never hurt again. Or I can hand it over to a higher power, to the universe, to guide me to my next chapter. Baby steps. Okay? And it's true, you know, when we've been hurt by so many experiences, not just in love and romance, but just life. Sometimes we want to just stay in our own four walls where we're comfortable. And that's, I feel, where this fear factor is coming through, as well as the crossroads, unable to take that first step to get going, you know? So some of you guys, I feel, really needed this to just let you know it's okay. It's okay to take it slow. It's okay to have patience until you can get to your destination. And to take baby steps to move forward. And then we have hope. We all know what it feels like to be disappointed, heartbroken, left empty by promises that remain unkept. Then one day, life hands you a glimmer of hope that you're not meant to live this life disappointed, heartbroken, and empty. It never feels like it at the time, but the journey is always worth it. So there is still hope that's coming through here for you and your person and this connection, Aquarius. All right, and last message, more. I was sure what we had wasn't the love I was looking for, that it was something that I could find with someone else who could offer me more. More love, more sex, more of everything I was looking for. Someone who had more, wanted me more, needed me more. Now there's nothing more I want than to come back to the someone who had it all to begin with. You. Is it too late? So this is your question to answer here, Aquarius. Is it too late for your person to come back towards you? Is it too late to open up a new door, to be able to bridge the gap between the two of you, to try again? Okay? So that is up to you, of course. All right, guys, so let's grab some additional insight here. We're going to grab some dialogue messages, giving you both the opportunity to speak here, because clearly we've got not on speaking terms, and then we've got unspoken words between the two of you. There's a lot that needs to be expressed here that is not being expressed, obviously, especially if you guys are in no way, not even speaking, no contact, no interaction. In the fifth dimension, you're interacting, but in the 3D world, you're not talking. So let's see. If you guys had the opportunity, what would you want to say to one another? This is the Soul Whispers deck by Bridget of Divine Essentials. So some of these messages could be coming from you, Aquarius, and some of these messages could be coming from your person. Let's take a look. Who needs to speak up here? I don't know what's wrong with me. Okay. Part of the reason why they can't assess that is because they're allowing their fears to get in the way of this whole process. So that's why I feel patience is needed until they can get clarity to where they do know what it is about themselves that they need to fix. I will always come back. Okay? What I get from this message for some of you is that this might not be the first time that you guys went into separation, and there might be that in and out vibe between the two of you where they're here, they're not here, they come back, and then they end up ghosting you. That whole in and out vibe, and it's ultimately not a good thing, you know, that they're unable to decide one way or the other whether they want to stay or go. But I do feel part of the reason why you guys are at this crossroads is because maybe, Aquarius, you have put your foot down. It's like, look, you need to make a decision one way or the other. But maybe they're afraid to make the wrong decision here. But that's their issue, not yours, you know. But they are coming through here to let you know that they will come back. I will always come back. But they need to stop going. You know, that's part of the problem for some of you guys, that they are entertaining other options in love. And as long as that door, that revolving door, is open, they'll keep doing that. So I do feel for some of you guys, that's why we've got that nail right there. Maybe you nailed that door shut. It's like, we're done. We're done with that revolving door crap. You need to make a decision. Next message. I love you more than words could say. So we're not disputing that. I do feel that they love you. The strong connection is here, mirroring twin flames. Twin flames, however, often do go into separation because there are lessons that need to be learned there. Let's see what else. Who else needs to speak up? We have somebody who needs space still. And that's okay. We got to honor that, you know. It could be you, Aquarius, who is not ready and needs space, and that's okay. And if your person needs space too, you have to honor that as well. Because what's presenting itself here is there is this need for self-love first. There is this need for healing. There is this need for compromise, equal give and take. Until you guys can get to that point of being able to work through those issues, then yeah, it's better off that you guys give each other space until you can figure out how to come towards each other in the best way possible. Look at this. I know you are my twin flame. Okay, maybe they didn't acknowledge that before, Aquarius, but they are now. So, some of you guys, it is coming through as a twin flame connection. Maybe they didn't even know what a twin flame was, but maybe they've looked into it. They know now. They're quite aware of it now. All right, guys, so let's close out this reading with some final guidance from the Universal Heart Oracle. This is by my soul sister, Angelic Revelation 144. This may or may not be tied into your love life here, Aquarius, but these are some final words of advice from your spirit guides, from the angels and your ancestors. Angels and spirit guides for Aquarius for this bonus reading. So let's wrap things up with these messages here. Spirit says there is always hope. Where's that card? There it is. You can expect some tangible changes to occur in your life very soon. Pay attention to the signs and synchronicities confirming that you are on the right track. Your enthusiastic, determined attitude and positive outlook is helping you powerfully attract a favorable outcome. You are capable of rising above conflicts that have challenged you in the past. Let go and move forward, and all will be well. I love it. That is much needed. That needed to come through here for some of you guys. Next message. Your insight, perception, and intuitive understandings are currently expanding in order to remove any doubts and confusion. And that's actually a good thing, to clear up whatever fears some of you guys might be dealing with. The energy surrounding you is creative, inspired, and radiant. You are a beacon of light for others, and Spirit wants to thank you for your service and dedication. Your life will now begin to move forward in alignment with your core values, expand your horizons, and speak your authentic truth to those that need to hear it. I love that. Okay. And where's that other card? That card. I swear it's true. Okay. Somebody needs to speak their authentic truth. Whether that is you, whether that is your person, or both of you. Last message. Spirit wants you to know that there is an incredible surprise coming your way shortly. This surprise leads to a favorable time in love and life. Remember to take time out from your hectic schedule periodically to reset your energy. This will ensure that you are rested and rejuvenated and can cope with the demands of life. I love these messages, guys. I really feel some of you guys needed to hear these. So there's healing that needs to happen here, and Spirit definitely guiding you onto a particular path. I feel there's still hope. Ultimately, there is still hope between you and this person that you are not with at this time. You guys can still work it out as long as you're both putting in the work equally to be able to put in the effort to move this forward. All right, guys, so that's what I've got this time around. I hope that whatever part of this reading resonated with you helps you out this time. And if you're interested in your own personal private reading, that info is down below. Thank you guys so very much, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.